the they're writing away. There are so many guns in this country that this big old invasion force they keep talking about, these invasion forces. They forget these invasion forces just bomb the hell out of some of these places. Drone bombs. Certain sections give them a rough time, certain cities. To shell them people. If they can pull an invasion off, they're going to control the defense forces we already got. And people out there pulling their own little guns out and doing that red dome thing, then they're going to have a lot of heavy equipment. The invasion forces just take that over and use them. But that sounds good because we got so many guns here. If the populace has got the will to use them. Like I just said, man, some dude, he ain't got a damn defense gun. He ain't got the optics on it. He hasn't got a tactical vest. He needs his tactical knife. He don't like his boots. And the next thing you're going to say, well, that dude over there has got better ammunition. Let him go first. See, that's that mindset. Where you got these people down in these countries, man, read up on them. These guerrilla warfares, people taught not to waste ammo. People had wooden guns. Few had guns, some didn't. All they could get, single shot shotguns, 22s, a lot of the places and countries where they can't get a lot of that stuff. Mexico down there. Talking about Mexico again. They, one time they had a lot of guns down there everywhere. I don't know what the gun laws are down there now. You'd think these gun magazines and all these people would talk about that. When did it happen? When did it take place? And how is it run? At one time, you couldn't have a .45 down there because that was a military gun. That's when that big famous gun they used to show in the movies down there in Mexico and everywhere, the 38 Super. They were big down there because civilians could have them. And they didn't have the heat on them or in trouble if they had a .45. So they had that, what they call 38 Super. Matter of fact, it was a powerful gun. But you used to see movies about that. There was a big gun down there. I don't know how they did it. All of a sudden they had gun control down there overnight almost. I think people were allowed, I've heard they were allowed to have one pistol per home. I don't know what they got now. I think you got to go through a lot of paperwork and only rich people can do that. I'm going to get right here on you, man, about these left wing and communism. Something you've never heard. I don't know why they don't bring it up, man. Pro-gun thing. Now, communism was defeated by gun control. And you got all these left-wingers out there, some of them are not, man. They got here, we don't need these guns, and we're going to vote. One dude's a wild-ass top dog revolutionary, man. All of a sudden, he's telling people to go vote Democrat. Because we can make more advances when you got a Democrat in office. This son of a gun, man, people got doubts about this dude anyway. He's some sort of agent out of college. They love to recruit out of college. This dude didn't learn nothing about the milk woman. You got some hardcore dudes here in America, man. They know about the milk woman. They know all about it. They know the actions took and why they were took. But the Mexico thing, how they ran that off of them, I don't know. They pulled it off over in Australia. This is what happens when you don't wake up and jump up and get your ass out there and demonstrate in the streets. Because if you don't do that, you're going to be pushed into doing something else if you believe in what you're talking about. I've talked about this. These people out here pissing and growing about the way things are. They saw it a long time ago, man. Way back when Kennedy got assassinated, when they stopped, you couldn't get those guns to the mail order. There's a gun store out there in Culver City, famous, everywhere. In the country, go order, and you could order a gun through the mail, man. I know a guy got one of them old 38 military 4-inch barrel with the lanyard thing on the butt of the gun. Military gun they use. Guy got one of those through the mail. His neighbor of mine showed it to me. They can't do that anymore. Right then. Now see, if you had people really watching your back in these Congress, as soon as that crop come up, they wouldn't get scared and went along with that bullshit. They say, hell no, man. I'm not voting on that. But they all of them. We're talking about every damn one. The one you think would be gun friendly. Knee jerk because Kennedy got killed, and all of a sudden that law came in, signing those papers. That's what happens. You got these shields in here. Now, some of them ride on this gun control. That's how they get in there. And I think I've talked about that. A socialist guy brought that up. It's not something I concocted out of my brain or figured out logically or whatever. Those two huge, I'm going to lay it out here again. Those two huge voting blocks. That's a whole lot of damn people. All they think about is that abortion and gun control. That's how some of these idiots right in the office. Both sides. They hope those things don't go away. They're making careers off of those things. While nothing else gets done, the country goes down the damn drain. All of them. You got that chick on the left, a big tough talking one. I guarantee you, in her home and in her own damn mind, she's against abortion. But she can't come out there and say that. She's got them constituents. She got to go out there and show up and talk about freedom for our bodies, which is right, man. All you right-wingers out there talking about freedom. Your body. That's freedom to do what you want to do with your body, man. Now, I ain't got no dog in that fight, like I've talked about this before. It's up to the woman, in my opinion. I know it's a good thing, bad thing. Some women are not capable of even having kids. They shouldn't even have any kids then. And the same ones that don't want these women to have abortions. They're the same ones that don't want people to get more welfare and more food stamps to take care of those kids. They're against that. You see what I'm talking about? These contradictions. But those huge voting blocks, that's how you get these people in here to do a damn thing. They ride in on those things. People hold their nose and they go vote for especially on the right wing. They hold their nose and they go vote for them people just because of that. You can't tell those people, that abortion bunch, you can't tell those people nothing. That's all they know. They don't want to hear about nothing else. Not the debt, or people are getting ready to lose their Medicare. People getting ready to get the Social Security cut. Fixed income, guaranteed income. They don't give a damn about that stuff, man. People come across, walk across that border through a gate, Don't even have to climb over the damn wall. Everybody in the country should be mad about that, left or right, man. That's just insanity. They don't give a damn about it like that. They're worried about abortion. I laid it out to you what things can be done about like that stuff. Anyway, here we go, man. You in Mexico, I don't know how they pulled that off, man. They got some sort of half-assed gun control down there. Look what they got, all those outlaws running around all the guns they want. And then that old hustle. Oh, these guns, they're coming out of the USA, maybe a few. Them people got tons of money, man. All they got to go down there is some half-assed dictators in the dirty-ass countries the America backs. Lay some money on the table. They'll go down there and take it, sell them their guns right out of their arsenals. Ships coming in. All those hustlers coming out of those countries in the Falklands, Soviet Union, Red Chinese ship smuggling guns in. They got enough money, man. They don't have to come up here and go to some silly-ass gun show down there in Texas. Ammo. Where are they getting all that ammo, man? That's a good one right there. That's a hell of a lot of ammo, man, for somebody to be finding in the gun shows. They just take that much ammo out there for all the firepower those cartels are using down there. That ammo's come from somewhere else. It's not coming from America. That's a big old half-assed myth they concocted and run off on these people. Sorry-ass left-wingers. Anybody that's worried about the oppressed people, I've brought this up before, if they're for gun control, they're not a friend of the poor people. That's just the way it is. The rich people, they sure do that. You already got it. Most people got permits and other people can't get permits. They used to be big in New York City. Some rich guy go down there, lay some money down, and get one of them permits. Them countries, those poor countries down there, rich people got a lot of damn guns. The poor people can't afford one of the damn things. Not only that, they couldn't go buy one. People wouldn't they'd have to go through a lot of requirements because they're poor. People didn't trust them with a gun. The system. Now that I'm up on that, this is what you never hear talked about in these gun magazines and the Second Amendment people, all like that. The first one I'm going to get on, before I forget it, the good old armed citizen. Armed citizen. Preventing crime. Now you hear them talk about that. But they should, every year, they should be celebrating Northfield, Minnesota, where Jesse James and the younger boys, they ran into those legally armed citizens. People just picked up those old Winchester shotguns, man. They knew the people had done something with their mask on, they robbed the bank. Those people just went into action, man. Armed citizen. They have a Northfield Day down there celebration. People ought to go down, all these pro-gun people, these Second Amendment people, you ought to go down there, man, and make a big deal off of that. Legally armed citizen. That's a classic example where they stop crime. You don't hear them talk about that. You'd think they would. They should pull that out all the time. Number 2, old fool wisdom's laying it down on you. You never hear them talk about this. These 2 incidents in history. God damn it. Communism was stopped. Well, see, you got agent provocateurs over there in the communist wing. I can bring up a lot of things about those son of bitches. When the people come down, they're behind the scenes, deliberately screwing up informants infiltrators. They claim one of them was with O'Shea Gabar. The woman's down there at the Soviet Center in there. Tamir, or whatever her name was, that Petty Hearst chick, took the name on, SLA. She showed up down there in the jungles and she was reporting on O'Shea, whatever he's doing. This Russia, that could be bullshit. Russians sent her in there to sabotage O'Shea. All right, bringing up Shea again. Way back when they had that president in Guatemala, I don't know the name of the dude. That's when they had CIA come down there and got the military. They threw a coup and overturned the guy. See, America's always sticking their nose in people's business. No wonder we're hated. That's one reason why you see a lot of this immigration up here. They got a problem in some of those countries. They go down and tell that dude, hey man, we're going to take a little pressure off on you. You got these troublemakers, don't like it here. Well, then come on in over the border, man. We'll look the other way. That's all those El Salvadorans got in here, man. That was a bunch of good old Ronald Reagan. Gave them pardon. Or that dude. He's the one that closed down the mental institutions. And everybody thought, oh man, look at here. Everything's going to fall apart, man. He gave the rich people all those tax breaks, man. Meanwhile, the other dude, his taxes go up. And then that sneaky, the government put his hands in the Social Security funds. Remember that? There used to be so much money in there, they claim to never go broke. During that our good old Reagan boy, man, stuck his hands in Social Security. I wonder if that money's ever been put back in there. That's something that go ask your congressman, while they're here worrying about gun control, abortion, or whatever. But their hands, they took the funds out of that Social Security. They're supposed to pay it back. That's how that dude kept a lot of things going. I said, oh man, this guy's wonderful. Nothing's falling apart. Well, they had money to close down mental hospitals. There's supposed to be follow-ups on those people. They're supposed to be going into city, community, health centers or something. It didn't happen. They all went out there, hundreds of them on Skid Row, ex-convicts. Skid Row chains in Los Angeles. Wild, aggressive people all showed up down there. Welfare, put them in those hotels. Oh yeah, I haven't got to that. Homelessness, man. I'm going to tell you how that happened. You never hear from these homeless. These people always talk about homeless. I'll tell you what happened. That's one city, it's a good example. Anyway, good old Che Guevara. He was in Guatemala at that time. I think he went to some embassy and he got out of there. He ran around, he was telling those people they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to arm the people. Probably Indians. They didn't like seeing poor little Indians armed. He said, man, you got to arm the people. He said, America's going to overthrow this through the military. That brings up another thing about Red China. I'll bring that up after I get through here. People's Army. That's where old Mao and those guys started the People's Army. That was to counteract the big army run by the government. They couldn't overthrow nothing. Everybody was trained to fight. Old Che Guevara, he told those people in Guatemala, said, you got to arm these people up, man. Get some arms out there to them. They got to fight this military. There's a coup going to come down. And it did. They didn't want to arm the people up. Some old stupid left-wing thinking, or maybe agent provocateur in there. And up the top, did it on purpose. working for the other side. You know what I'm talking about? You people dig what I'm talking about? All right, second time. This is the one that goes down in history. Chile. Guy down there by the name of Lindia. He's a famous guy. He was a Freemason too, believe it or not. Maybe it failed down there on purpose. This guy, they had gun control down there. It was supposed to, like I'm talking about, man, when the takeover come here, to bring peace and get rid of the chaos, and everybody could go to school, they could go shopping, not worry about the gunfire. He made it illegal. They cracked down gun control. Okay, these workers would be in these factories. Those leftists would come out and they would be searched by that damn military or whoever the police were down at that time. They would have been under Linda if he wasn't hip to what was going on. They would search the leftists and take their guns off of them. And some of these right-wing people down there, rightists, they would let them slip by. They wouldn't take their guns off. When he should have armed every damn person that voted for him, or the whole damn populace, he should have armed those people. He didn't do it, man. He's another one. He got America winner, a democratically elected man. No banana republic bullshit. Elected democratic. What's it tell you about up here in America? Went in there and overthrew the democratic elected government. Well, there's two incidents I've told you where you don't hear them talking about this. Even the old Second Amendment bunch, they don't ever bring this up. You'd think they'd bring it up a whole lot. Communism got stopped because of gun control. They got stopped because they didn't want to arm their people. See, there was three good lessons that the pro-gun people could put out there for people. And they could really shove that into the communist face and the left-wing's faces too, that don't like guns. How they all got stopped because they wouldn't arm people. Everything. The overthrow Guatemala. Che Guevara. He had to get the hell out of there. I think he went to the embassy. And he went on up to Mexico. And then he went to Cuba and he met Castro. He told him, arm up the people. The American government's going to overthrow. They're using the military for a coup. That happened here back in history. They claim some of these old families that really run America behind the scene. Some Marine guys stopped it. They didn't like Roosevelt. They're going to some veteran American Legion Hall. They're going to get those guys and overthrow the United States government. We're talking about rich people families. They're out there today. People don't want to hear that. It's downplayed. They don't want you to know about it. Read about that Marine guy, Mr. Smedley. He stopped it. They thought he was going to lead it. These rich families wanted to overthrow the government right here in America. Coup. Military coup. Out there today. Rich as hell. Are you ready to do it again? I laid it out for you. Coming in one world government. Everybody's going to be happy. Like that previous broadcast over in that Slavia country said people immediately got sick. The American people would do this too. They went in, all of them turned in guns. They were turning in big AKs and every damn thing. And I think limited ammunition. You can still have a gun over that country, Slavia. It was up on the news. I don't know about these other major networks. It was on NBC about 2 days ago. I think it's evening news. Oh, said this is the way people in America could do this. Really can take care of this gun violence. All those people went there and turned them in to show good faith. Everybody's ready to go along with it. They claim they're tired of the bloodshed and all of that gun violence. So people finally got tired of it. Even me, people who own a lot of guns, they wanted to do the right thing. They went there and turned the guns in. You'll see that here, man. I laid it out there for you. All the military, all the law enforcement people, all these rich billionaires, they'll just pay those people 10 times what they're making. Those people be a special warrior class. And all of a sudden they'll be special, the boys be having concerts. Oh, that jingoism will come back up again, that flag waving. Our troops are doing the best they can to bring order to this country. We've got to stop these insurgents, these troublemakers, these domestic terrorists. They're out there. They won't turn them guns in. They're troublemakers. Some little child got shot the other day somewhere. Isn't that horrible? That's these people who won't turn over their guns. That's the kind of propaganda that's going to be laid out there. And you're going to be seeing some fresh-faced Marine coming up on your porch. You're supposed to go along with the boys, man. Support the boys. No matter what the hell they do, sticking their nose in some other country's business. Support the boys. Support the boys. You shouldn't be sending them over these no-win wars. You damn idiots out there. We have that warrior class. If there's a food shortages, those guys are going to get special permits. When you have a ration card. Ration cards keep everybody happy. You hear these some guns up there talking about that oil today. They even brought that up the other day. And old Nikki Haley there running for president. She brought. Guess what, man? These oil people, they control the scene. I don't even think there's even American-owned oil companies anymore. Now, people will tell you there's plenty of oil in this country. You see the guys, we got to have that pipeline. Oh, no, we won't have these shortages. These dumbasses, that stuff goes on the market. They don't go to the American people. They sell that on the market. When they called out Obama on that, some guy was standing right over here, whispered in his ear, and Obama turned around and grinned and said, yeah, it's the market, man. I can't do nothing about it. It is the damn market. Those pipelines would be wonderful. They sell that on the market. Now someday they're going to do the same thing with your food. I brought this up before. Your food will go out there on the market. You'll have a neighbor down here. He'll have stock in that food business. He's happy. There's a shortage. He's making money. The price of food goes way on up. You're down here worrying about the price of food. Where I can get it? There's shortages. This cat's down there got stock in there, man. He ain't worried about it. Yeah, going on the damn market. Every time you hear somebody say that, man, look out. I've heard him talk about that. I was telling a guy about these rents back in the homeless problem. His dude said, well, that's the market. That's the hell of the damn market. You should be reaching for your gun when somebody sticks that in your face. What market? Who's controlling the damn market? It's supposed to be a democratic nation, the majority rules. Majority of people hate the damn market, man. It's hitting their pocketbook. Democratic. Majority rules, the majority of people, they've been against this immigration for years and years and years. Nothing done about it. Majority rules.